In this next video, we're going to take a look at making a drawing to document the design of our part or assembly model that we've got created. So we spent all our time putting the features in and making a 3D model. Now we need to document something maybe for the shop floor so they'll know how to manufacture this part. There's a couple different ways of starting a drawing. One of the easier ways is here where we would start a new document. In the drop down, there's an option to make a drawing out of this part or assembly. So if we choose that option, we can come in and choose a specific drawing template, and we can choose a different drawing size. So I'll go with the C size. So when we start this up, we've got a view palette over here on the right side of the screen. We've got the ability to drag views off of this palette. One of the little magic options here is to automatically start projecting additional views off of the view that we start with. So if we pull in a right side view, we've got the ability just by clicking and moving the mouse to project off additional views. So it depends on which direction we go. There's a top view, and maybe there's a front view. But if we pull off a angle here, we've got the ability to create maybe an isometric view. And we'll hit the escape key to get out of creating additional views. Now we can come in and either grab the drawing border or grab one of the edges on the model and move this guy around. These other views are aligned with the parent view. We want them to stay in the right orientation and location relative to this parent view. We've got the ability to control the display of these views. So there, if we go with a shaded view, we can do that. Shaded without the edges. I kind of like the shaded view. So we can move this around. We come in and give it a custom scale. So if we want it to be, a little bit different size, there's, smaller halfway. And if we bump it up, we'll make a bigger view maybe over here in the corner. So what else can we do with our drawing view? Well, there's a couple different views that we might want to create off of this. If we go to the View Layout tab, maybe we want to come in and create a section view. This is pretty easy. It's a matter of choosing, do we want a horizontal or vertical section? Let's go with the vertical section on this first one. So we can kind of see the pink view highlighting, depending on which view we're hovering over. So here we can kind of hover over this view. We kind of actually can snap it right to the middle of the ball there and click OK. We can auto hatch and come in and create the section view. So there's the hatching that it creates as it cuts through the ball and the arm that's shown there. Another type of view that we use quite often would be a detail view. So if we need a zoomed in portion of a model, we can start up a detail view. That comes in and allows us to draw a circle or a different shape and zoom in on that one area there. So you can see this is scaled up a bit more than the regular view. So if we wanted to see how those arms are going to move. Okay, so I happen to bring in assembly here with this ball already in the model. It's a fairly simple assembly with just two components. But if we select one of the views, we can say Insert, come down to Table, and we'll do a bill of material. And there's different templates that we can use. The standard template is going to give us the part number, description, and the quantity. So the part number is the file name, and the description right here is blank for these models. If we look at how we can add information there for the description, if we click on even the ball here in one of the views, we can open up that part in its own window. And if we go to File and Properties, we can put in a description. We'll say Nerf ball. Now when we change back over to the drawing, that description is going to fill in there. We can open up the launcher as well. And same place, File and Properties. And we'll do a description here. We'll type in, this is our 3D printed launcher. Back to the drawing. Now we can see both of those descriptions there. If we're looking at adding some different annotations, balloon to balloon or bubble the different parts. So there is going to be our Nerf ball, and there will be our launcher. So we can see how to balloon our different drawings here. We do have the ability to come in and add some dimensions to our model with just the Smart Dimension tool like we used at the sketch level. So if we come in and choose that edge and that edge, and then we come in and maybe choose that edge and that edge. Now, depending on how we set this up, what are our units here in the drop down or fly out here in the bottom right hand corner, inches or millimeters. We switch over to millimeters. Okay, that matches now the size that we used, just that it was converting everything to inches. So we can add additional sheets to our drawing and add more information, detail just the launcher, just the ball. It just kind of depends on how complicated our assembly or our part is. So here's some basics about creating drawings, and I hope you find that useful.